Hey guys, how's it going? What's up? How's everybody doing? Tyler here with your Movie Fix, and today we're going to be going over some movie news. It is a bit of a slower news day. We only have 3 stories going over the final Suicide Squad trailer, a rumor about Batman, and some Star Trek news. So let's go into that first story about Suicide Squad. So this is it, guys. We're on the home stretch. We're like 15, 16 days away from the movie. And this was put out yesterday by IMDb. This is a teaser, the Puppet Master trailer featuring Amanda Waller and Rick Flag, which that's really cool to see more of the dynamic that we're going to be seeing with Waller and the squad and what she's doing, how she is with Rick Flag. That's going to be really cool. And getting to see Viola Davis's screen presence as Amanda Waller. Now, I wasn't expecting to see a lot of her in the movie. I was hoping we'd get a great presence from her. And it looks like she's going to be paying a lot of attention to detail behind the scenes, what the squad is doing, keeping a leash on Rick Flag, making sure he's doing everything right. She's going to be Amanda the Waller, and that's pretty damn great to see. And I mean this, with the utmost respect to Viola Davis, but she's going to be one badass bitch.
All you need to know is you work for me.
I'll accept the consequences.
I am your consequence.
They warned me about you. I didn't believe the stories.
Nobody does.
Like, Amanda Waller is such a mean lady in the DC universe. She's such a strong character, and I think that's something that we're going to be getting here. And she's talking about exploiting their weaknesses, as using that for leverage against the team. So what they're going to delve into, that's going to be really interesting. As far as how this goes as a trailer, we got a couple new shots of the Joker. Like I said, more stuff with Flag and Waller, but nothing totally new. This is really just a rehash of the other Bohemian Rhapsody trailer that we got, with a couple of things added in, and that's good and bad. I mean, of course, I would have loved to have seen new footage, a new trailer, new song, new feel, but we didn't get that. They're being very reserved with their marketing, which is very different from what Dawn of Justice was doing with their marketing. Although, I'll argue they only had one misstep with the one trailer that I still enjoyed, but I can agree that it gave things away, whereas with Suicide Squad, we have next to no clue what's really going on in that movie, so I gotta give it to them for having restraint. And this marketing campaign to me has felt a lot like The Force Awakens, where we had like 2 full-length trailers, 2 teasers, and TV spots, and that was it. We didn't get some big revealing trailer that basically told us everything. You got the feel, you got the atmosphere for the movie. That's what they gave you, and that's what everybody saw going in. And, everybody's still pumped for this movie. It's not like the restraint in the marketing is hurting it. It seems to be, doing the opposite. It's doing really well. It's tracking well. It's getting a lot of social media buzz. So it's going to be doing great. So that's going to be really cool to see, the relationship that she's going to have with Rick Flag. And I'm really interested in what Rick Flag's relationship is going to be with the squad, and specifically with Enchantress and Katana. We know Katana isn't really a prisoner. She's brought in to help enforce the squad with Rick Flag, so that's going to be kind of cool. And we know that there's a bit of a history with Enchantress and Rick Flag, and I want to say that she was maybe the first member that they tried to use just her and Rick Flag, and something went wrong. If I remember that correctly in the synopsis, that's kind of the vibe, and that's why we had to go back and get more people to join the squad. But we'll get more into that. Like I said, we're really close to this film coming out, guys. I don't think we're getting another trailer. So with that being said, I am going to be doing a prediction video like I have with some of the other bigger movies. And the prediction video will be up sometime maybe this week or next week. So be sure to look out for that. But what did you think of this Suicide Squad trailer? Would you have preferred to see more footage? Or are you happy that they're holding, a lot of restraint with the marketing and what they're doing? So moving on to the next story, Batman News is reporting that the Batman solo film is going to take place heavily in Arkham Asylum. I am a big supporter of this. Now, again, this is just a rumor. He does have his own sources, so 50-50. It's either going to happen for sure, or it's not going to happen, and that's about that. But seeing a story set in Arkham Asylum, I think, would be very different from all the Batman movies that we've had. Also, if you haven't checked out my top 5 stories for Ben Affleck to direct, one of them was Arkham Asylum. Now, of course, I took these stories and took them from the comics and talked about how I thought they could be adapted to film. And one of the ones that I thought would work really well was Arkham Asylum. Kind of a mixture of the game and the book, a serious house on a serious earth, that kind of thing. But getting to see a more personal movie set in one night, just one long night of Batman in hell, basically, is where he's going to be. I think it'd be more of a psychological thriller. It'd be almost horror-like, being inside of an insane asylum that's been taken over, run over, by the criminals inside. Batman having to go in and take control and all that awesome stuff. That's something that I can see being a reality. Whether or not that's going to happen, like I said, it's 50-50. It either is or it's not. I'm not taking, I'm not taking this rumor as the gospel, guys. It is a rumor. It's not, news. So that's not happening for sure. But that's something I can 100% get behind, and I think would be really cool to see, throw in all of the Rogues Gallery. Let's see some Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow be a big member, Hugo Strange be behind some stuff, and obviously some Joker and some more characters. You would obviously have to go about it very carefully if you're going to do, that many characters. That kind of movie would be a character study. It wouldn't be this action Batman movie. It would be almost like a character study, this psychological dive into Batman, into his Rogues Gallery. So that's something I've wanted to see. I'd be so on board with it if that's what Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns are going for, and I really wouldn't doubt it. I think that's different enough. It's original. It could be really fresh and really cool to see on screen. So what do you guys think of Batman going to Arkham Asylum for the majority of his next movie, if it turns out to be true? Now, on our final story with Star Trek, Universal has announced that there will be a Star Trek 4, whatever the 4th installment is going to be, and Chris Hemsworth is going to be returning as Captain George Kirk. And that's going to be really interesting to see what they do, because it says here Pine's Captain Kirk, Chris Pine, will cross paths with the man he never had a chance to meet. So does that mean that they're going to be exploring some time travel? How is that going to work? Is his father going to be the one that travels forward in time? That's something I'd be pretty interested in seeing, because I liked seeing Chris Hemsworth in the first Star Trek movie, and I don't really care for the original series, the original movies, but I do love this reboot. I really like what J.J. Abrams was able to do with the series, because he won me over, he got me interested, and I really enjoy those movies. And Chris Hemsworth, seeing him back and having him hopefully as a primary character in the next movie, that'd be really cool. I'm really looking forward to Star Trek Beyond, can't wait to check that out. But what would you guys think of having Chris... This is so confusing. Kip wanted to say Chris Pine. How would you feel about Chris Hemsworth coming into Star Trek 4? And are you guys a big fan of the newer Star Trek reboot? I know for the die-hard Trekkies and older Star Trek fans, it's almost sacrilegious to want to enjoy these new ones. So many people are so negative about it. They refuse to enjoy them, no matter how good that they actually objectively are. I get it. It's subjective. But those movies have made money. They've had high critic ratings and high audiences ratings. I enjoy them, but what do you guys think of them? What do you think of Chris Hemsworth's addition to Star Trek 4? So anyways, guys, this has been the movie news. Be sure to comment your thoughts down below on the final Suicide Squad trailer, Batman going to Arkham Asylum, and this last Star Trek story. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to discuss down below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more movie news, movie reviews, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next video.